On this edition of City Focus, we meet the Valdosta police officer that is presented with a Police Officer of the Year award. We show you highlights of our Arbor Day celebration, where the city was named Tree City USA for the 30th consecutive year. We meet a family that received a new home through the Community Development Block Grant funding. And we inform citizens how they can find information on Georgia's legislative process and discussions. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Hello, I'm Marcus Meconico, the Media Coordinator for the City of Valdosta, and welcome to City Focus. Metro 17 and City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place in your city. Let's take a look at a few of the key topics that are happening in the city. At the 9th Annual Law Enforcement Appreciation Dinner, Officer Barry Williams was awarded the 2016 Rotary Club Officer of the Year Award.
It's humbling, you know. I really never thought that they thought of me that way. I knew I didn't mind giving advice to them if they needed it, or making light of a heated situation, try to calm them down, to let them know, you know, hey, you treat people with respect, you get respect. They always wondered how I get along with everybody, and I, you know, kind of showed them the way, and taught them that that's all you have to do: treat people with respect, you get respect.
Williams didn't grow up wanting to be a police officer, but grew to love his job, one that he has now had for 24 years.
My neighbor, when we were young, he was always interested, and then he kind of talked me into coming to test for it, and ultimately I was hired and he wasn't. So then when I got into it, then I started liking it more. Each year I liked it a little bit more and more and more and more and more, until I eventually grew to love it. You know, I was always the one that tried to make everything right. So my mom kind of told me, she was like, well, you're always taking up for people. And she said, why don't you become a police officer, since you don't know what you want to do right now, after I graduated from high school. So I guess that's when I really thought about it.
Officer Williams appreciates the chance to go to work every day with people that he says are just like family.
Most exciting thing is the people, you know, people I work with, just to see them again, get it there and mingle with them, and figure out what we're going to do for the day, and just waking up, just going to work to see them, because, you know, you be off 2 or 3 days, you get to missing the people. It's like family. You start to miss them, and then you're anxious to get back to work so you can see them again, get back out there, do the same thing, you know, we do every day.
The City of Valdosta and Metro 17 congratulates Officer Barry Williams for being named the 2016 Rotary Club Officer of the Year for Valdosta. Over the past few months, the Valdosta Fire Department has received a rash of calls for kitchen fires.
Several months, 6 months or so, we have cooking fires, and we just want the general public and the city of Valdosta to be a little more aware and educated on cooking safety, because the #1 cause of fires in the home is cooking.
Even with the recent increase, kitchen fires remain the fire department's #1 reason they are called.
Mistakes generally come because you're preoccupied. When you're preoccupied, your thoughts, and just like what you just said earlier, that you go walk away or step away for just 1 minute, and 1 minute turns into a longer period of time, and you forgot what you have on.
Most of these kitchen fires are preventable as long as people are more attentive.
I mean, it happens to everybody at some point in time, but what we want to do is make sure that everybody's safe. Anytime you're going to fry, boil, broil, we want to make sure that you are standing there to observe what's going on at all times. Have a lid right handy, and if you have a lid for it, then when the fire occurs, you are able to cover the fire, that'll smother it.
For more information, contact Captain James Clinkscales at the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-8888. 1835. The Valdosta Lounge MPO is asking for citizens' input on public transportation and proposed changes to the 2040 Transportation Vision Plan.
The Valdosta Lounge Metropolitan Planning Organization is conducting an open house and public comment period for an amendment to our 2040 Transportation Vision Plan and fiscal year 15 to 18 Transportation Improvement Program. They can do a couple of things. We have the proposed amendment on our website at www.sgrc.us. Just click on the transportation link. They can review those amendments. There is a comment form there. They can send comments in via that comment form. They can send it in by email, fax. That information is all on the website. If they have specific questions that are not necessarily answered by the amendment paperwork, they can give us a call here at the Regional Commission at 229-333-5277.
The MPO has a survey that gives all residents a chance to voice their opinion on public transportation.
We're conducting a survey of the general public in Valdosta and Lowndes County about what their thoughts are on a public transit system for the Valdosta urbanized area. What do they want to see in that public transit system? Would they ride it? How much would they be willing to pay for fares or pay for a subsidy?
This is an opportunity for citizens to be heard in order to help our elected officials make critical decisions about our community.
We're trying to find some of that information out from this survey to determine what type of public transit system to propose, and then answer questions also for our elected officials so that they can make an informed decision on any type of proposed transportation system.
For more information, contact the Southern Georgia Regional Commission at 229-333-5277 or sgrc.us. The City of Valdosta was honored on February 19th by the Georgia Forestry Commission as Tree City USA for its 30th consecutive year. Only 9 of 135 Georgia cities have held the honor for 30 consecutive years or more. Valdosta State University was also recognized at the event for its 4th year as Tree Campus USA, and Georgia Power was recognized as the only utility company in the state as a Tree Line USA recipient for the 8th year. Valdosta is one of the first communities in the state to achieve all 3 designations, Tree City, Tree Campus, and Tree Line at the same time.
We had the most people at the Arbor Day celebration that we've ever had, and so it was very instrumental in showing support for our urban forest and what it means to this city. The more trees that you have, the better your air quality is, the better your water quality is, the better your just the beauty of the city. As you heard, you might not have heard in that presentation Friday where the president of the college, or interim president of the college, said he never had noticed how beautiful Valdosta was till he drove in. He had just gone down the interstate, and so we're proud of the beauty that's here. And a lot of people have worked long and hard for this honor and for this beauty that we enjoy, and we want to make sure that we don't tear that apart.
For more information, visit www.valdostacity.com/Valdosta Tree Commission.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Earlier Earlier this month, the City of Valdosta hosted a ribbon cutting for a newly reconstructed home on Magnolia Street. The home was built utilizing Community Development Block Grant or CDBG funding. Metro 17 has followed the building process of this home since July of last year. For more information on the Community Development Block Grant, contact Neighborhood Development at 229-671-3617.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran?
Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Metro 17 and the Public Works Department want to remind all citizens in a possible change in their sanitation pickup schedule. The city's sanitation routes will change effectively March 14th. Each resident will receive a notice with a map indicating which day your sanitation will be picked up. Not all residents will see a change in their sanitation pickup day. That's why we encourage all citizens to check the map they receive in order to put their garbage out on the correct day. For more information, contact Public Works at 229-259-3585. Applications for the 7th annual Valdosta Government 101 class are still being accepted. Government 101 is designed to give citizens of Valdosta and other locals a better understanding and appreciation of how their local government works by teaching them the responsibilities of all the city's departments. The program is an initiative of the Valdosta Mayor and City Council. All forms may be obtained from Public Information Office located on the first floor of the City Hall Annex, 300 North Lee Street, room 102, or valdostacity.com. Deadline for entries is March 18th. For more information, contact Public Information Office at 229-259-3548. The 2016 Azalea Festival is right around the corner, and the City of Valdosta is inviting all visitors to stop by our booth to learn more about the City of Valdosta and the services we provide our citizens. The 16th Annual Azalea Festival will take place March 12th and 13th at Drexel Park. Thousands of people from all over came to last year's event, so come out and enjoy music and fun and learn more about the City of Valdosta. For more information, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. The Valdosta Fire Department is partnering with the Georgia Department of Labor to host a Career Public Safety Expo on April 12th. The event is to increase interest in careers in public safety. The department is inviting fire departments from all over the state to the event. Valdosta Police Department, local EMS, Georgia Department of Corrections, and our local institution of higher education will all be invited. If you are interested in a job in public safety, or for more information on the Public Safety Career Expo, contact Chief Johnny Henry at 229-333-1837. The state of Georgia is nearing the end of its legislative session. March 24th is the estimated date to adjourn in the 2016 session. Georgia residents can follow what's going on through the state's legislative website, legis.ga.gov. The site allows users to track bills that are going through the House and Senate process and search for specific bills. Remember, you can always contact your representative if you have specific questions about a bill. Valdosta Municipal Court Judge Vernita Lee Bender was recently featured by the Judge Council of Georgia as one of the most influential African-American judges in Georgia. Each February during Black History Month, the Judicial Council's Administrative Office of the Courts looks to highlight leading African-American judges in Georgia to feature on the Council's website. Judge Bender was featured in a February 9th spotlight. Judge Bender was appointed to serve as Judge of Municipal Court for the City of Valdosta in August 2006. That year, Judge Bender instituted a mock trial program in Valdosta, which is used as a teaching tool for students and allows them to act as jury in determining the guilt or innocence of a peer. That program received a Special Recognition Award in 2015. Mathis City Auditorium is a great venue to see an event. Mathis holds many great events for the public each and every year. It's also a great event if you need a building for an event. The auditorium sits nearly 1,200, and there's also a 5,000 square foot multi-purpose room. Each space is available for rental. The auditorium is a site for local plays, dances, performances, choral presentations, popular concerts, and public meetings, to name a few. The multi-purpose room has hosted wedding receptions, family reunions, dances, and numerous other events. For more information on how you can host an event at Mathis City Auditorium, like them on Facebook at facebook.com/Mathis Auditorium or call 333-1816. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. March 1st, Valdosta Lowndes County Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, 2:30 in the City Hall Annex Multi-Purpose Room. March 1st, Election Day. Let your voice be heard in the Georgia presidential primary. March 3rd, Georgia Department of Community Affairs will visit Valdosta to conduct a workshop for the Emergency Solution Grant Program from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multi-Purpose Room. March 4th, deadline for If I Were Mayor essay contest. Local 6th graders have until the close of business to turn in their essays for the contest. Contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. March 4th, First Friday. Come to historic downtown Valdosta to enjoy dining and shopping from 6:30 to 9:30. March 7th, kindergarten registration begins for Lowndes County Schools. Registration is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Lowndes County Board of Education. Last day to register is March 25th. March 7th, Historic Preservation Commission work session and meeting at 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multi-Purpose Room. March 8th, Mayor's Council for Persons with Disabilities meeting at 1 p.m. For more information, contact Sandra Hampton at shampton@gwisr.org. March 8th, City Council work session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. March 10th, City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. March 12th and 13th, the 2016 Azalea Festival at Drexel Park. Come meet employees from the City of Valdosta and members of the Valdosta Youth Council while enjoying this great community event. March 13th, Daylight Savings Time. Remember to spring forward, and the Valdosta Fire Department reminds you to check your batteries and your smoke detector. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. At the February 11th City Council meeting, the Mayor and Council appointed 6 people to open boards and commission seats. Volunteering for a board and commission is just one way to get involved with your community. There are many volunteer opportunities around Valdosta. The Mayor and Council also ask for residents to participate in City Council meetings as a way to be involved. March City Council meetings are on March 10th and 24th. We hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com/Metro17. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to see past shows and stories.